Hello, everyone. Here I am, Frozen Fire, streaming Wildcard, the play to earn game, and pre-alpha. I remember you can always ask questions or anything like that if you go to wildcardgame.io. On the top left, you will see our Discord there. All you will have to do is make a Discord account and hit a green verification button on there. Just click it. That's that. Just click it, and all of a sudden, any questions about tokens or the game can be answered for you. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the game here. Alright, so here we are. We are in a lobby. Alright, so right now we are in pre-alpha, so there's not a lot of people playing right now. But we will go to single player just to show you just some of the things that are happening so far. This is like things that are coming up. Remember, some of these things are subject to change, but for the most part, most of them will stay the same. Alright, so here we are. We are in Silverdale Mall. That's right. Alright, so we got one mana here. So each turn it goes by, that mana bar will go up by one. Unfortunately, right now on the top left of these cards, most of them aren't the one, but we do have a one. Number one frog right here, and it is a decoy. I'll explain that in just a second. Alright, so I'm ending my turn as quickly as possible, so that way, that, uh, that way, our timer stays up as high as possible. We do not want that to go down to zero. We don't want to lose a turn because of that. Alright, so, I'll explain with it. That's the decoy. It'll be coming up real soon. Right now, we have two mana right there. And what we got here is defense position. But unfortunately, we don't have any Nemots that we could use that with right now. So we're going to go ahead and end our turn. And that, by the way, that's what this card here is, along with the one our opponent just played there. Those are Nemots, a combination of animal and an object there. But here we are. We got ourselves a decoy. Okay, what decoy means is that cat feed cannot attack uh, any Nemots that would be behind this one if we had any, or that crystal directly. There's only a few exceptions for that rule, but that'll come up a little bit later. In the meantime, remember, most cards do sleep on the first turn, but unfortunately for us, that cat feed does have the blitz ability. But I'll admit, it's one of my favorites. But hey, that's just my opinion. All right, so we're going to end our turn because we're watching that clock. And remember, while we're doing that, we could also check out what cards we got there. And it looks like we got a defense position, which is looking pretty good about right now. I'll tell you that much. And in fact, I think we're gonna use buffing up here. As much as wait a second. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna have to use buffing up. We're gonna take a chance here. We're gonna take a chance. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and bring that up to 5 there, which is good enough for attack from cat feed there. I'm hoping our opponent doesn't attack with the other one, but I'm not gonna lie, he probably will. But in the meantime, we can actually have enough health where we can actually take out something. So let's go ahead and take out. Yeah, we'll take out that. But our opponent got some attack on our crystal. Well, we're gonna go ahead and attack that. It's like I know this is like a short-term game, but maybe a little bit long-term loss. But I feel like we can make a comeback at any point. There we go. Oh, and our opponent is a little scaredy cat. All right, so here we go. We got crystal meal, so that will actually give us 3 crystal life if we wanted to use it. But right now, I'm thinking more like crystallized Nemon. All right, so it's going to cost us 3 crystal life, and it's going to cost us 3 mana there on that mana bar. But wow, just like that, we're gonna make a comeback from behind on this one. Ooh, before we do that, let's see what this card was. I want to make sure we're doing something right. All right, defense. All right, it's not really. Ooh, we actually should do that. We'll play the defense too. Not necessarily required for us to attack, but it will help us protect ourselves if needed. All right, so here we are. We got that approximately there. ooh, we lucked out again. It did not want to destroy it. That is very, very, very much luck for us. In the meantime, we only got 3 crystal life there, so let's toy with them. We'll toy with them a little bit. All right, so we do have crystallized Nemo. I want to check out some of the other cards while I'm waiting. Let's see, we got do 3 damage or 7 damage to the player. Unfortunately, we are like one play away from that. I think we will do that though. And we have our Bonicorn. Let's go ahead and play our Bonicorn here, and then next turn we'll play that Grand Conclusion card there, doing 7 damage to our opponent. Alright, so this Bonicorn here actually increases the health of our Nemot, so it did that to itself as well as our #1 frog here. And it is also a decoy. The only card that can really stop us is an aerial card at this point. Normally I would attack. A real game against another person, do attack. But we're just playing around. I want to make sure that this card here works. Well, we're gonna like, hey, we can even beat an opponent with a spell. So that's what's happening in here. And most of the time, our opponent would have a decoy there by this point. Alright, and alright, so ooh, this is one of those aerial cards I was talking about, but we'll use that a little bit later. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and use this card, and wham, just like that, we took out our opponent without even attacking it. So we are on fire here, baby. Alright, so we're gonna head in our turn here. And by the way, we would have won some Wildcard token. We're gonna play one more match right there before I show all the ways you can be making some serious money, though. All right, all right. So here we are. We're in the arcade part of Silverdale Mall. All right, so it's our turn again. Usually the person who goes first is the one who makes the game, at least for now. And I'll have a suggestion for the developer on that one in a little bit. But remember, all right, we got 1 mana here, like the one bar there. Remember, it's going up by 1 by each turn, so that's important. All right, we got ourselves a decoy here, and we're going to end our turn because remember, most Nemots do sleep on the first turn there. All right, so our opponent played a card there. I just happened to miss it real quick, but he didn't do anything, so it's cool with me. It's like that's just one less card for us to worry about for now, as long as it didn't increase their own crystal health there. Alright, so we have 2 here. So since we don't have anything that actually costs 2 mana, we're going to be like, hey, we'll just chip away your crystal. We'll get a feel for what you got there. And boom, just like that, we're going to end our turn with 4 minutes there. Opponent decided to play Caffey, and remember, it has a Blitz ability. So that's why it got the attack on that first turn there. And with that Caffey, by the way, if it starts off with 3, if there's nothing else on the field, but that attack does go down if there's something else down there. But it's counterbalanced by the fact that it only has 1 health, so that's why it's like it's counterbalanced. It's fair, but you just gotta be careful when you play it. All right. So in the meantime, we do have 3 mana here, so we're looking to find out something that has 3. So far, we have crystallized Nemot there, but wait, it does say that. No, my bad. Crystallized meal. My bad. It's a tiny writing for me right now. All right, so here we go. Crystallized Nemot is right there as well, so that's pretty good. Right now, we're going to go ahead and play this #1 frog. This one here has 3 attack and 2 health there. And remember, it's a decoy. So only an aerial card such as this Flyant Chimika there could go right above it. But since it's sleeping right now, we're ending our turn. Oh, it's #1 frog #1. We're gonna find out who's really #1 in this match, and I think we're gonna do that with. Well, actually, we're gonna find something that does something for our health if possible, but unfortunately we don't. Well, that's cool. Oh, even better. This will work. We got 4 mana here. Hoosh moosh. This is like a double bonus for us in this case because #1. It's going to actually increase our health some, which is not going to make it where we won't die or anything because our opponent's #1 frog will of 3, has attack of 3, and our health is 3, so they'll both go into the trash. But at the end of the day, our Hooch Mooch will still be standing. So that's why we're going to go ahead and attack this time. Boom! Wow, did you hear the damage on that one? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and end our turn here. Our Hooch Mooch will wake up that's turn here. Right now is our opponent's turn. And we survived a rabbit attack, which is great news for us. And we got a mana boost here. That's great. That means we can have an extra mana here. And you know what? Let's see. We got crystal meal. We already used that. I like using this one here more. Let's see if we have any other good suggestions. Oh, what do you know? I guess we could do that. Let's go ahead and do it. We're going to do something a little crazy. This is a little crazy. First, we're going to play Crystallized Nemi here. Boom. And then we'll do something crazy. We'll actually use a mana boost just to play crystal meal here. So watch our 17 on this crystal here. Boom, we are at 20. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, that was not really a smart play, but it was a fun play. So that's the only reason I did it. Right now this is pre-alpha. I don't have to worry about consequences as much. But I'll just do it. Yeah, I gotta mess around once in a while. I like testing out some of these cards just to make sure they aren't glitching or anything like that. So occasionally I will do stuff like that, like, hey, just test out a card, but I'll also let you know it's a bad play. Alright, so this is a great opportunity to bring out this card right here, and that's Flying Chimiker. Alright, so it is actually sleeping this turn. So I'm hoping that our Hooch Mooch could take a little bit of damage. And yeah, let's see. We are doing 4 attack minus the 6 health there. It's not really going to help us by doing that. So all we could really do is actually that would be a horrible play right here. Let's see. Our opponent attacks the 3. All right, oh, we can't do it. See how we can't attack this fish light here? That's because of this decoy. So that's why we can't do that. I'm thinking about attacking here, but bad idea for us for now. We gotta watch that clock there. But next turn, I'm gonna go ahead and go over it with this Flying Chimiker here. Oh, we need something that's like a spell card that increases attack, and I think we should be good. Unfortunately, we didn't get one, but we're gonna go ahead and go over them anyways. And we're like, hey, we're gonna end our turn as quickly as possible. We're gonna hope for the best on this one, everyone. This is gonna be a tie. This is gonna be a very close. All right, we don't even need to add a spell or anything for this time. We just need to end our turn as quickly as possible. Oh, we lost by a second. Oh well, that's what the cookie rolls. Sometimes when you're talking too much, yeah, you kind of lose, but it's all good. Check this out, because at the very end of the day, bam, we could be making some serious money on this. All right. So that first battle there, we actually won. So this is what's gonna happen with that. Um, all right. So you won the game. You just got yourself some wild card token. And oh, sorry about that. I was just testing out my stream from my phone here, just to make sure everything was fine. All right. So we got some wild card token here, and uh you would get that from actually winning. Now there's other ways you can get wildcard token. That's coming up in a minute. Hey, so pay attention. All right, but you won the battle. Let's just imagine you only got $2 worth of wildcard token. That is a cryptocurrency. Well, all you have to do is win 15 battles. Now I'm not saying you're gonna win 15 battles in a row. Okay, I'm a realistic person. I realize that's gonna happen, but I can say, hey, there's a chance you can win 5 battles a day. Then do that 3 days in a row. You got yourself 15 battles won. And winning at $2 each, you can afford yourself another starter deck. Whoa. All right. By the way, these starter decks are $30. You can always find out more information at our wildcardgame.io. I'll show that in a second. And but right now you have uh 30 cards for $30. Now this is as of 5/18/2022 until the game is officially launched. All right, so after it's launched, you're gonna get 20 cards for $30, but it's still a pretty good deal. It won't take you that long to actually make your money just from battling alone. But hey, I'm not going to let you just get money from battling. No, siree. That is like that's noob style right there. You can actually rent out cards there. All right, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to take your cards. You're going to win 15 battles, right? Then you're going to buy yourself another starter deck. Then you're like, all right, I have enough for my actual deck here to play every day, but I'm also going to rent out those cards. All right, so you're going to rent out those cards. I mean, I know it's not guaranteed that you're going to get them rented out every single day, but sooner or later someone's going to want it. And wow, you'll actually get some even more money while you're winning money, some wild card token from this. So you're like, okay, use those number one and two there, and wow, you're gonna buy yourself a third deck, and then a fourth deck, and a fifth deck, and you're like, well, Frozen Fire, I can only have 109 cards on my actual deck here. Why are you having me do this? Well, that's coming up. I promise you. There's a plan. There's like a grand scheme here going on here of making you money. But this is legitimate. And it's like, it's crazy, but it's legitimate. All right, so you're going to rent out up to 60 cards per day. And here's the thing. You're going to keep like the best cards for yourself maybe. And that way you're like guaranteeing your money coming in from battling. And the cards like that are good, but not necessarily the best for your deck as far as strategy, well, start renting those cards out, my friend. And you can do that for 60 cards. So that's pretty good. But you're like Frozen Fire. That math is not adding up there. I mean, let's do math real quick. All right, so we have 30 cards times 5 decked. That's 150 cards, but you said I could only have 109. So that's 150 minus 109. That is 41 cards left. I'm using a calculator for this math. I don't want to give you false information. I'm using a calculator. That's 41 cards left. So here's what you're going to do. I realize that you won't be able to use some of your cards. I realize that. But here's what you are going to do. You're going to go ahead and try to level up your cards as much as possible. And the magic number is 50. Alright, that magic number is 50 for a couple reasons. But here's the first one right here. You're going to get some profit sharing from merchandise sold. That's real life merchandise, such as shirts, hats, if there's a backpack, and anything else that might come up. And they're like, well, that's fun. That's great. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to do that with as many of these Nemots as you can. And here's the thing, if it's the card that you're not necessarily the best for your particular deck, well, here's when this comes in. You're going to sell your smart NFT. All right, so you're thinking, well, why would I sell my smart NFT? Well, here you go. You're going to be able to sell it for a little bit higher. And this is why. Because you know right away that anyone who buys your smart NFT is going to get money from battling. And they're like, all right. And they're like, well, they're also thinking, hey, this is a good card. Even if they don't want to battle with it, they can rent it out. All right. So that's two reasons right there that you can kind of raise your price a little bitty bit. And then, like, third of all, like, wait a second. The person that gets this card is actually going to be able to make some money off of any merchandise sold right off the bat. Especially if you get your card up to level 50, you know that's true. So, wow. You're like, hey, I could raise this card up a little bit more because I know that person is going to continuously make income, not only from battling, but just from profit sharing alone. Wow. Alright, so it's like, alright, I realize that it might take a while to get a card up to level 50. I'm a realist, But even if you don't do a little bit, raise it up 5, 10 levels. Hey, you may not be able to sell it for a super high price or anything, but it's like, hey, you realize that it won't take anyone else as long to get that high. So, you're creating a little bit of like a middle ground between whoever wants to use your card because it is powerful, just not great for your deck, and what they are willing to pay. All right, so and in the meantime, we got number 4 there, a perfect condition rating. All right, so these cards here, they actually receive damage, and I know what you're saying. It's like, wait a second, that's bad. Wait, no, it is not bad, my friends. It's like having a Babe Ruth card that's in perfect condition. Sure, at first anyone could have had a Babe Ruth card, but no one realized he was going to become, one of the greatest baseball legends. Well, this is sort of like how this card game is starting out. This is right now. If you were to get one in 5/18/2022, and when the game starts out, well, anywhere in there until the second season starts, you got yourself a first edition card. And as time goes on, it's like, wait, there's not going to be as many perfect condition cards. So it's like, you're going to have a rare thing going on right there. So you could kind of like, hey, I might hold on to this for a while and just sell it for that part alone. But, you know, or you just keep on, getting your profit sharing with it. Especially if it's like a perfect edition level 50. Oh my goodness, you're gonna make some serious dough. All right. So in the meantime, ooh, I need to switch the order of these. I'm gonna go to number 6 first. All right, number 6 here. You can add stuff to your smart NFTs to give it more value. All right, this is important. There are NFTs and there are smart NFTs. The ones in this game are smart. All right, so here's the big difference. I don't realize that not everyone realizes the difference, but here is the difference. Regular NFT. If this game was strictly NFT, well, here's what would happen. He was like, all right, so you win a game. All right, so you feel good and everything. All right, and if you lose a game, it's like, well, this sucks, but at least I'm starting over. Well, that's kind of true, but here's the thing. Sooner or later, whoever would want to, like, make more money from their game or whatever, it's like, hey, I like that we made money from what we gave people so far, but we got to make more money. Let's go ahead and send out more cards of the regular NFT, and we'll make them a little bit more powerful or look cooler. Uh, we got to increase their stats, though. That way people want them. I was like, well, that's strictly the sucker's bet right there for you, because here's what's happening. People are going to want the new cards that are a little bit more powerful and not yours. I mean, why would you want something that's like weaker than yours or doesn't look as cool? Doesn't make sense to me. I mean, hey, that's just me, but it doesn't make sense to me. And in the meantime, your cards aren't going to be worth as much because, like, hey, everyone's going to realize those cards are more powerful than yours. Well, I guess you're just out of luck there. So that is a regular NFT. This is a smart NFT, though. All right, so you win some battles, you are good. Okay, your condition rating will actually not go up like right away, but it also won't go down right away. This is not like a one battle type of thing, and you're not gonna have the same old boring regular NFT where every single time you play with it, you got the same thing, literally. All right, so in the meantime, you can add stuff to these smart NFTs, such as hats and sunglasses. Those are two of them I know of right away. I know there's going to be more things, but those are just two of them right away. And it costs a little bit of Wildcard token to them. So this is crypto attached to it. So if that crypto ever goes up, which there's a good chance it will sooner or later, well, your card just became even more valuable. But it's like, hey, you can also take away that hat or whatever if you don't want to. But I'll be honest, I don't think you'll want to because those hats and sunglasses, they actually can affect like the attack and defense and things like that. So, hey, that's sort of the difference. It's like, sure, we're part of the blockchain, but and a part of this smart NFT is not. You know, it's like that way things could change with it as needed. You know, it makes your card even more valuable. Just be able to add things to it or make a balance change. That way, you know, not everything is like overly powered. You know, you don't want to go against the opponent is has an overly powered card there. So it kind of like it's like a balancing thing. You know. In the meantime, let's go back to number 5. All right, so this is a wild card token that you're getting. So right now it is at 6 million market cap, and but later on it's actually going to go back up to 8 million. So you know, it's like it's going to actually kind of make your wild card token a little bit more valuable at the moment. So you know, and that's a good reason right there, and it's really cheap too. I mean, this is I'm talking like less than $1 worth, you know. All right, so in the meantime, you can go straight to number 8 there, since we already talked about number 6 and number 7. Now we're going to number 8 here. You can burn your cards to get components, and you're like, what are you, like a pyromaniac? It's like, well, a little, but but in this case, I'm talking about destroying your own cards to get components. Now, you're wondering what components is. I get it. All right, so I can't really show it in this particular version of pre-alpha here, but there's going to be like a fire element, a water element, an earth element, and thank you, Monroe. I won't say your last name that way you respect your privacy there. But thank you all the way on Facebook there. Anyways, you can burn your cards to get a component, and there's going to be a fire element, a water element, or earth element. And you know what that means? That means like, hey, if one of those is going to be like strong against the other. So if you have more water element at the moment, that means, hey, you might be able to sell your cards for a little bit more actually, especially if more people are using fire. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the game. So that makes your cards valuable just by having those different types of elements going on there. And you can, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, in this perfect condition rating, you can actually get repair packs if you win battles. Oh, that's good right there. And you can also win some just by going to our marketplace, which is currently being worked on at the moment. Alright, so here we are. Remember, this is pre-alpha, so I have to play single player for now since there's not many people playing. But, hey, guess what? Right now, we are actually accepting people to play pre-alpha. I would love to play against you in pre-alpha. Because, you know, and you can get like a kind of a sneak peek, get a feel for the game. Now, I can't guarantee this pre-alpha will last forever, but I can say you'll gain some serious experience by playing this game. Alright, so here we are. We got 1 mana there. So remember what that means. We're kind of comparing it to every card we got here on the bottom there, and you're trying to find something that costs 1. Now, unfortunately, we don't. Now, what are you going to do in the meantime? Well, the best thing to do is actually search for something that costs 2 or 3, you know, whatever the lowest number is. So for us, the magic number is 3. Well, I know you see a 2 there, but we can't really use that right now, but because it is a spell that requires a Nemot. But what we do have is a 3 mana cost Nemot that we can bring out. And here we go. We're going to go ahead and bring out that Nemot. It's like, hey, we're number 1 now. What are you going to do about it, punk? And I'm like, hey, we're going to... So this is like, you know, we're going to show them up. Ooh, our opponent did try to show us up, but it did not follow through. It's like, hey, you forgot to follow through, pal. We're number 1 in this spot. Alright, so, for starters, we're definitely increasing our defense. Or, let me check first. We're going to make sure we're doing that right thing. Create conclusion. Nope, we can't use that. That costs 7. We got a fish light there. We also have another number 1 frog. You know what? Let's have a showdown. We'll have a little bit of showdown. Next turn, I'm going to use that flying Shamika, though. We're going to actually increase the health of our number 1 frog there. And they're like, hey, we could actually attack you. and get away with it. But we want to attack that crystal first, since we are getting close on our time there. I was like, well, we're watching our time on this one. All right, so here we go. We ended our turn. Our opponent decided to play spinach, which actually increased its health there. And it's like, oh, it took out our hoosh, but we took the fish fight out too, which is good because I didn't. That fish fight, if we were to attack it, it would actually make our opponent's crystal health go up. We do not want that. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and play a flying Shamika there, just because we haven't saw it yet. Well, we saw it, but we didn't get a chance to really use it that much. And now we're going to go ahead and go past that pretzel, Charmental there, and attack that crystal. If our opponent decides to play a decoy, we're set though. Ooh, they decided to play a bigger dog instead, which is good and bad. It's kind of hoping to show off a flying Tremental's Shamika's ability there, but it's cool. We're cool with it. You think you can stop us with that? That is not happening. We are going to try to use something else. We got mana boost there, which is good. We'll have 6, so that's actually not too bad. I think we will actually use that one in just a second here. First, we're going to actually use our defense position. That'll help us with our decoy there, as well as our flying Chamika there. And we have 3, and that's just enough that where we could actually play fish fight. But we're going to go ahead and play another decoy as well. So let's use that mana boost, make our mana increase by 1, and boom, we got 4 Nemots on the field, my friends, and we can still have room for 1 more. Now, unfortunately, most of those Nemots are sleeping, but in the meantime, we're gonna like, hey, we're gonna go attack that crystal like there's no tomorrow. All right, so we got our opponent has 10 crystal life there. We got 20 still, so we're all clear with all of these 2 decoys there. We should be pretty good. Boom, and wham. Alright, so our opponent decided to do that, but it's like, okay, we're good. First of all, let's go ahead and use a grand conclusion. You know what? Even better, we'll attack with our flying Shamika there, and then we'll show what a real grand conclusion does. We're going to win with this one move right here, and boom! And that's how it's done. Alright, so let's go ahead and actually switch up our deck. Alright, so first here we go. We're going to end that match right there. We're going to go ahead and go to our player deck here. I'm going to go ahead and switch one with our opponent. It's like, hey, we'll show you what our opponent can really do. And, alright, so here we go. We're back in single player here. And this is a second. We'll be ready to battle some more. In the meantime, don't forget, you can always be checking out wildcardgame.io and joining our Discord just for any more information regarding our cryptocurrency or the game itself. In the meantime, we have 1 mana here, so let's take a look at this. That's sacrifice for mana. Unfortunately, we don't have a card out there at the moment, but let's go ahead and do this. We're going to bring out our cat fee here. Boom. Alright, so this is an actual good idea here. We're going to play our cat fee on the very first turn here. And wow, it got 3 attack, and we're going to attack our opponent crystal directly. Wow. Alright, that's because that cat fee has the blitz ability. Remember we were playing against it way earlier? Well, now it's on our side, so hey, watch out. Alright, so here we are. We got 2 mana here. And here's an actual smart play too. This is a smart play. We're going to go ahead and attack with our cat fee. Wow. Alright, alright, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and use sacrifice for mana. Alright, so here we go. We're going to sacrifice cat fee. Remember, we attacked first because we wanted to actually do a little damage with it. And all of a sudden, we got 5 mana here. So now we can actually play Burger Dog, which has a little bit higher attack here. Alright, now, it can't attack this turn, but it's cool. Our cat fee couldn't attack right now anyways, after we attacked with it once. And this is why I really wanted to show this card. Alright, I know that we could have increased his attack with spinach. I realize that. In normal gameplay, I might actually consider doing that. But I want to show off a little bit of Burger Dog here, because hey, he didn't get to attack us. Alright, so here we are. We have Crystallized Nemite, and we got two of those. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to actually use Crystallized Nemite. So that's for the fun of it, we're going to go ahead and do this. This would work if we didn't use Crystallized Nemite, but for the fun of it, we're going to do it. So we're going to attack that crystal directly. Now, don't worry about what damage we're doing to our bonus crystal. Watch our own. Our own crystal health is 17, and boom, just like that, it went up by 9 because our Burger Egg has 9 attack. So as long as we can attack our opponent's crystal, then hey, our own crystal health will go up. So you can see a strategy forming right now. I just know it. I know it because you guys are like smart. You guys are really smart. You're like, hey, I'm taking all of Frozen Fire's moves and then I'm gonna apply it to my own and make it even better. I know it. But it's cool. Here we are. And then you're like, hey, how can we make this better? Well, we got a decoy here. Alright, so that means that no one can even attack our Burger Dog except with aerial cards. So we're cool. We got stuff that can take care of an aerial card. At least there's some spells that can do that right away. There's also range cards, or another aerial card can take it down as well. But we don't have one right now, but it's cool. And here we go. Trash it. That would be a great card to use, but unfortunately, we already used our mana there. But we're gonna go ahead and attack that number 1 frog there. We have enough health there where we will actually won't die from that one. But I'm not lying, we're cutting it close though. But hey, we got 2 health there, so we can take a hit. But just keep in mind that that Hoosh Mooch is taking some hits first, and that Hoosh Mooch has 6 health there. All right, so let's go ahead and use. Let's see here. We're gonna trash it. All right, this is a great card right here. You're in a tough spot. Well, we're gonna go ahead and use trash it. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of that decoy there. Just using trash it. That's what that card does. Trash it. It's sitting into a trash can. And we have just enough mana where we can actually bring out Farabbit as well. So that Farabbit is a 1 attack, 1 health Nemite. But more importantly, it has a Blitz ability. So we're doing that. And we're going to go ahead and attack with this Burger Dog. Now our Burger Dog has 4 attack there, which was its original. So watch our 30 go up to 34, and boom, we have won the game again. Alright, so I think we're doing pretty good here. I think you got a little bit of idea of how to play. Remember, I show different cards on each different stream. So if let's tomorrow or whatever, we'll have a few different cards to kind of show off a little bit. In the meantime, this has been Frozen Fire streaming Wildcard. And remember, check out that website right there. That way you can kind of, get an idea of what's going on. So join our Discord. If you have any questions, of course, do feel free to go ahead and go to that Discord. Hit that verification button. And go ahead and go to our general chat. Or if it's like a specific token question or a specific game question, go ahead and fill out a ticket form. We have that on the left side as well. In the meantime, you can go ahead and say hi to me or any of our other great community that's in Discord there. In the meantime, this is Frozen Fire saying, have a wild, wild day.